feeling? Is there anybody from Nebraska out there? Whoa. Okay, this band's sold out their first 4 shows on their Colorado tour. They're going to keep selling them out. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome from Burlington, Vermont, Fish.
Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. Let's go out to dinner and see a movie. The woman was a dream I had, though rather hard to keep. For when my eyes were watching hers, they closed, and I was still asleep. When my hand was holding hers, she whispered words and I awoke. And faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of who never spoke. And I awoke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of who never spoke. The place I sought was far beneath the surface of the sea. My sight was poor, but I was sure the sirens sang their song for me. as I sink, I see them through a crystal haze, and hear their sweet sound bouncing round the never-ending choral maze. The crystal haze, and hear them bouncing round the room, the never-ending choral maze. Then before and now once more I'm bouncing round the room. I've done it, and once again I'm bouncing round the room. I've done it, and once again I'm Thank you. Thank you. The squirming coil of sunset I keep within my reach. Tried yesterday to get away and hitchhike to the beach. I saw Satan on the beach trying to catch a ray. He wasn't quite the speed of light, and the squirming coil, it got away. Yeah, it got away. It got away. Yeah, it got away. It got away. Yeah, it got away. The muscles flex the mother's ring. She fastens children to her king and sends him down the crooked street. When he returns, the birth's complete. Jimmy holds the tannis root. The forest tasty cactus shoot. The sun tips off the monarch suit. Proceed with stash to shiny fruit. I'd like to lick the coil someday, like Icarus, who had to pay with melting wax and feathers brown. He tasted it on his way down. Stun the puppy, burn the whale, bark and scruff and go to jail. Forge the coin and lick the stamp. Little Jimmy is off to camp. check my neurologist. Susie, run away, run away. Took all of my old clothes with him. Run away, run away, run away. Whoa, run away, Jim. Whoa, run away, Jim. He was 12 years old when his trip began. Run away, run away, run away. Hauling on the highway in my old sedan. Run away, run away, run away. Whoa. Save for rent. Run away, run away, run away. Whoa, run away, Jim. Whoa, run away, Jim. By the time I came home, he was 17. Run away, run away, run away. That's 119 to you and me. Run away, run away, run away. Whoa, run away, Jim. Whoa, run away, Jim. Now I'm gonna go up to the mountain. Run away, run away, run away. Singing for Jim who's swimming in the fountain. Run away, run away, run away. Whoa. differenze. Wash your face, stitch down the differenze. Oh. dangle my stash. Zipping through the forest with the curling fleas to grow with them spindles, the mutant I seize. I capture the dread beast who falls to his knees and cries to his cohorts asleep in the trees. Smegma, dogmatogram, fish market stew. Police in the corner, gunning for you. Apple toast, bed heated for blanket rat. Laugh when they shoot you, say please don't do that. Control for smilers can't be barred. The solar garlic starts to ride. Was it for this my life I sought? Maybe so and maybe not. 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 Was it for this my life I sought?
Maybe so and maybe not.
Control for smilers can't be bought.
Maybe so and maybe not.
The solar garlic starts to ride.
Maybe so and maybe not.
Was it for this my life I sought?
Maybe so and maybe not.
Was it for this my life I sought?
Maybe so and maybe not.
Was it for this my life I sought?
Maybe so and maybe not. Maybe so and maybe not. Maybe so and maybe not. Maybe so and maybe not.
shade of the banana tree on the rugged trail toward the balcony. A child of the 20th century, a dried up Goliath and a weasel named Fee. Far away in another place, a fading beauty named Millie Grace, a gospel singer with pox on her face and a bamboo cane to help her keep the pace. He was a Buddhist prodigy, long past the age of maturity. Someday he knew it would set him free, like it did for Floyd, the chimpanzee. Whoa, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. You're racing with the wind, you're flirting with death. So have a cup of coffee and catch your breath. Whoa, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. You're racing with the wind, you're flirting with death. So have a cup of coffee and catch your breath. We first met Millie in a bar in Peru. His heart was jumping like a kangaroo, like a beast in a cage in an old Dutch zoo. It was hopping and jumping in wooden shoes. But Floyd was jealous and alone. He wanted Millie for his own, a desperate craving in his bones. Their love, he said, I will not condone. Then one day on a ship to Quebec, Floyd found Fee and Millie on a lover's trek. He picked up a bottle and broke off the neck. It sliced through the air and Fee hit the deck. Whoa, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. You want to stay with Millie until you're dead, but you just got a bottle upside the head. Whoa, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. You want to stay with Millie until you're dead, but you just got a bottle upside the head. Millie turned and began to scream at Floyd. She said, you think you're pretty mean. And though she was as thin as a small string bean, she slammed him in the face with a nectarine. Floyd fell back over the edge of the ship till he hung from the rail by his fingertip. Millie said, Floyd, I'll make you lose your grip. With this tiny piece of paper I can make you slip. So Millie took that paper and did the deed. Floyd hit the water with astonishing speed, and as the sharks circled in and began to feed, Millie knew her weasel was finally free. Oh, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. Floyd is dead, he's nothing but a ripple, 'cause Millie took that paper and sliced him on the nipple. Oh, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. Floyd is dead, he's nothing but a ripple, 'cause Millie took that paper and sliced him on the nipple. Oh, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely say. That mournful day when all the fiddles called away. Young up his fiddle and he hung up his bow, and he knew it was time for him to go. Late in the evening, about sundown, high on the hill in the Boulder town, when he played a fiddle, oh how it rang. You hear it talk, you hear it sing. Late in the evening, about sundown, high on the hill in the Boulder town, when he played a fiddle, oh how it rang. You hear it talk, you hear it sing. Thank you. Rivers take a float in the water. River tie cable to a tree. Rivers are getting able to stick perfume. Flying people, river press a razor to a slide across a needle with a broom. Knee deep in the motel tub. River tag a ladle from a lip. Dip, sip. River babble to the gang with a lipstick perfume. Water to a farmer in a truck. Take a peek at the cheetah river, cheetah on the prowl, and a king stick a boulder in the water. Tie a cable to a tree. Mother nature to the nag with a lipstick perfume. River flush a flesh farm left over thunder in a circle. Down the pipes. Bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Reba put a stopper at the bottom of the tub, picked up a jar, unscrewed the top and watched it drop into the water. A little scoop of plaster mixed some coffee grounds and mud, and then she stirred it with a ladle that her grandmother had bought her. Threw in a pot of melted wax, a 4-foot and a hoof, apple core, worms galore, organic, some corrosive, coconuts and chloroform, some wicker and some cork, toxic waste, some purple base, she hoped was not explosive. Reba dip a ladle for a taste of her creation, and she knew that what she made would be the finest finest in the nation. Bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it, sell it to the butcher in the store. Oh, bag it, tag it.
Riding down the road one day.
the road one day. Someone hit a possum. The road was his hands and was that road, so they say. Whoa, possum, possum, possum. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for the one and only Henrietta, ladies and gentlemen.
Missing a wheel. That means it's a good vacuum cleaner. Honey, little honey, funny Sunday morning. Love you more funny, love in the skyline, baby. Ice cream, excuse me, I seen you looking good the other evening. Oh, you dig it, had to smile for an hour, so if we in love, like I think we'll be. A day-long rhyme, it took age just to think. I think I'll hurl it in the water, baby. Honey, love you, honey, little honey, funny Sunday morning. Love you more funny, love in the skyline, baby. Ice cream, excuse me, I seen you looking good the other evening. Stride, let us stride together. Let us stride along. Thinking you are a nice little one to put it all around, it's just good, I like it. Hey, 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 suppose sometime that day we'll be swing along over across to me. Honey, love you, honey, little honey, funny Sunday morning. Love you more funny, love in the skyline, baby. Ice cream, excuse me, I seen you looking good the other evening.
Do one for Eric the Enemy right now. This is called Run Like an Antelope Out of Control. 70s spike, man. Set the gear shift for the high gear of your soul. You gotta run like an antelope, out of control. You got to run like an antelope, out of control. 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 Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
elevated crime, they netted her. Hellborn, L-child, roadhog, mountain pushing on a man beheaded her. Backbone, expanse, mass, love, blood, cloud. Tennessee, fuddled, boozy, groggy, elevated crime, they netted her. Honey, sugar, mellifluous life that's gonna end. Fat monkey, spats, mass, love, blood, cloud. Rabbit, victim, martyr, stranded, level-headed boy, you better bend. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Okay, here's one for Ralph, wherever you are.
Ralph the Buffalo.
Ralph the Buffalo. Ralphie the Buffalo. Ralphie!
Let me stand next to your fire.
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Good night.